That is my introduction. Now we need a healthy mind to attain peace and bliss, and to attain peace and bliss, we should practice spiritual disciplines such as japa, prayer and meditation. Patanjali asks, really you want peace? Ishvara pranidhanadva, concentrate your mind on God. Please sir, we do not know what is God. Then Patanjali defined God. Let me give you some ideas what is God. First, I shall not tell you in Sanskrit what he said. He said God is free from afflictions. There are 5 kinds of afflictions. He is free from birth, longevity and the sufferings. He has no desire. He is existence, consciousness, bliss. That is God. How can I reach Him? Patanjali says, Tisya Vachaka Pranava. Repeat Om. A-U-M. Om. A starts from the throat. M, when you close your lips, M. And U is the connecting link. The whole sound, the gamut of sound symbol is connected with Om. It is not a Hindu word, though it is in the Upanishad, in the Brahma, but it is an universal symbol, monosyllabic word. Om, Om. So, Trisya Vachaka Pranav. This Om is the symbol of Brahman God. The Upanishad tells a beautiful verse. Pranabodhanam shari atma brahmata lakshamuchyate apramattena vedhavyam sharavat tanmayo bhavet. Om is the bow. This individual soul is the arrow. Brahman, God is the target. Hit it without a mistake. What a beautiful ideas we get from the Upanishads. How to do it? Now, repeat Om. Well, how? Then Patanjali says, only repeating Om won't help you. Tajjapa sadartha bhavanam. When you repeat Om, you must know its meaning. That meaning is God. It will connect you with God. Sometimes some of our centers, I saw in England, when I went for retreat, the Swami wanted all people should recite with him Om. Long way. Om. Long way they repeat. He told that, through repeating Om, they will feel that all the negatives, bad things are coming out from their system and they are merging with the infinite. And when you breathe in, all fresh of the eternal will enter inside you. It's like a sadhana, kind of discipline. The dualistic school of Vedanta experimented this mantra. You do not know how they practice mantra. Some do 100,000 times a day. They believe Japa Siddhi. By reciting the God's name, you will attain perfection. Hare Namaiva 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 Kevalam Kalu Nasteva 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 Gutirinnata. In this world, human beings are tormented with desires. Their longevity is very short. So, recite God's name and connect, commune yourself with God. That is their method of practicing spiritual discipline. Another Vaishnava saint says, have you seen how the ballet dancers dance? It is hard to watch their feet. I remember when I was in Hollywood, one girl was our next door neighbor. She was a ballet dancer. So she used to tell me, she used to come and meditate with us in Hollywood Temple. I told me, how do you swing that way? I saw many ballet, Ukrainian ballet, Russian ballet, American ballet, Swan Lake. When I was in Hollywood, I was in the different world. I was in a different world in Hollywood. So that girl says, Swami, I just on the toe. And they change shoes quite often. So this mystic says, as we have seen the dancing girls, how rapid their feet. Similarly, I want my tongue should repeat God's name uninterruptedly. And I am not happy to have 2 ears. I need millions of ears so that I can hear God's name. Moreover, when that name of God dances on my heart, this is the stage where the name vibrates. I feel all my senses are controlled. I do not know what a mystery behind those 2 syllabic words, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. That was the name of his chosen deity. Now, sound counteracts sound. I am just talking about name, mantra, when you repeat. Sound counteracts sound. In summertime, if you go to the Washington University campus, what will you hear? Friday night, those boys and girls start so loud music, even I can hear from my room. Oof, very powerful. Sometimes I hear some cars also, hood, without hood they play that jazz. How your eardrum will burst. That sound, when you and myself, when we talk, that sound subdues our sound. Similarly, when you repeat God's name, that only, do you know what is going on? I am talking. That is called boikhuri, expressed sound. Behind my talk, my mind is thinking. One after another, thoughts are evolving from my mind and asking my mouth to speak, speak, speak. So the mind is the thought plane. These words are not coming without thought. In the thought plane, just watch your mind. So many waves are coming. Unexpressed sound. So the mantra subdues to all those unexpressed sounds, desire for worldly things. That is the job of the mantra. Sound counteracts sound. This whole world is nothing but sound. In the beginning was the Word was with God, and that Word became flesh. That we read in John in the Bible. Whole world is nothing. Let there be water, let there be earth, let there be light. These are all sounds. Whole creation came from the sounds. Amazing. That sound is the mantra. Name and the person are identical. I have a name, my present name is Chetanananda. I changed my name 3 times. When you come to join the monastery, give up your family name. Then after 5 years, they will give you another name. After 9 years, another name. So if you ask me what is your family name, sometimes I forgot. I do not know what was then. I will have a hard time to get my name back. The moment we see Jesus, the Jesus form comes to my mind. Sometimes, do you know what when I think about Jesus? Sometimes I think I was in Rome in 1990. I saw the theater, the west side of the St. Peter's Basilica. How Mary is looking the crucified Christ on her lap. That scene comes to my mind. That look, Michelangelo, which he created, that grace, that love, that compassion pouring from her eyes. So when Jesus, that form comes to my mind. Ramakrishna, that smiling Samadhi face comes to my mind. So the name and the person are identical. Chetananda and the person identical. John and Jerry, the name and the persons are identical. We cannot separate them. Even in day-to-day life, if I call John, only John will answer, not Jack. If I call Jack, Jack will answer, not John. Suppose John is sleeping. I knocked at the door, John, John, John. If there is John in the house, he must open the door for me. That is the way mantra works. If God dwells in my heart, and if I call him sincerely, and if I knock, and it shall be open. Jesus said that. The door will be open and God will come and manifest before me. That is the way mantra works. And Jesus says, I knock at the door. Those who want to sap with me, open the door. Door will be open. Knock and it shall be opened. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall open. You will have to seek. There is no other way. Then mantra. In the mantra, does it have any power in this mantra? Of course it has power. Bij mantra, the seed mantra. Do you know how does it work? It's a little tiny banyan seed. Produces a huge banyan tree. In Calcutta Botanical Garden, there is one banyan tree. Nobody knows where is the root. It is merely quarter or half a mile radius, one tree. It came from a tiny seed. Similarly, when this mantra, that seed, enters inside, that infinite God manifests. Do you know what Sri Ramakrishna said? Shabche bodo prithibi. The world, this universe is very vast. The ocean are bigger than the earth. The space is bigger than the earth and the ocean. And God is bigger than the space. And that God, then the heart of the devotee is bigger than God, because a devotee holds God in his heart. This heart, we carry God there. That is a beautiful way Sri Ramakrishna said. So what does the mantra? The Guru gives the mantra. And he's just like a farmer. He puts the seed inside the heart of a disciple. And what does the disciple do? He has 3 jobs. First, he must irrigate in that mantra every day, morning and evening. Otherwise, the root will dry, it will never grow. Second, weeding. All the bushes will cover your beautiful spiritual plant if you do not weed, if you do not discriminate. Third, if you want a rapid growth of your seed, you will have to fertilize it. So the 3 things for you. Irrigation, that is devotion. Weeding, that is discrimination. And fertilizer. fragilizing, that is longing, yearning, hunger for God.